You're on a flight from Los Angeles to Tokyo. You look at the map and notice something odd. The plane isn't flying straight over the Pacific Ocean. It's curving way up toward Alaska. Why? Wouldn't it be faster to just go across the ocean? Some say it's because of hidden military zones. Others joke about sea monsters or Bermuda Triangle-style mysteries. But the real reason? It's far more scientific and surprisingly clever. Let's break down why planes often avoid flying directly over the Pacific Ocean. Let's start with the most basic reason. The Earth isn't flat. Maps can trick us. On a 2D map, the straight line looks like the shortest route. But Earth is a sphere, so the shortest distance between two places is actually a curve, called a great circle route. Take a globe and stretch a string from Los Angeles to Tokyo. That line won't go straight over the middle of the Pacific. It'll curve upward, over Alaska. And that's exactly what your flight is doing. So, even though it looks like your plane is taking the long way, it's actually following the most efficient path possible across a round planet. At high altitudes, the skies aren't still. There are massive rivers of air, called jet streams, that flow from west to east at speeds over 200 miles per hour. These winds are a game changer for flight planning. If a plane is flying eastward, say from Asia to the US, it can ride the jet stream and save tons of fuel and time. But flying westward, that same wind turns into a powerful headwind, slowing the plane down and increasing fuel burn. So pilots don't just look for the shortest path. They follow the most favorable winds, sometimes curving routes way north or south to avoid getting stuck in the sky's version of a treadmill. It's not just about direction, it's about riding the wind smartly. Now here's something to think about. The Pacific Ocean is the largest and deepest body of water on Earth. And out there, there's not much. No airports, no emergency landing strips, just thousands of miles of open water. So imagine a plane has a sudden mechanical issue, or a passenger needs urgent medical help. Over the Pacific, there's often nowhere to land, and that's a serious problem. That's why pilots choose flight paths that stay within reach of land, like flying over Alaska or near Hawaii. It's all about staying close to safety, even if it means adding a few extra miles. Better safe than stranded. There's actually a rule for this. And it has a fancy name, ETOPS, short for Extended Range Twin Engine Operational Performance Standards. Sounds complicated? It kind of is. But here's the simple version. ETOPS limits how far a two-engine airplane can fly from the nearest airport in case one engine fails. The longer a plane can safely glide on one engine, the higher its ETOPS rating. Most modern jets have great ratings, but still, they need to stay within a certain distance of land at all times. That's why their routes curve along coastlines or swing northward near Alaska, even if it looks weird on the map. It's not about mystery. It's about meeting strict global safety regulations. The Pacific isn't just big, it's also wild. This ocean is home to some of the planet's most unpredictable weather. Tropical storms, sudden turbulence, and lightning-heavy systems can make it dangerous for long-haul flights. Pilots and flight planners use real-time weather data to steer clear of these risks, even if it means longer routes. And then there's airspace. Some parts of the Pacific are restricted due to military operations, missile testing zones, or no-fly areas. It's like a massive, invisible obstacle course up there. Planes have to dodge both nature and human boundaries. So next time you see your flight taking a strange turn, just know, there's a good chance it's avoiding a storm or a stealth fighter jet. So, does this all mean your flight is wasting time by avoiding the Pacific? Not at all. In fact, those curved, weather-aware, safety-first routes are often faster and more fuel-efficient, especially when they ride jet streams or avoid headwinds. Plus, safety comes first. Airlines would rather take an extra 20 minutes than risk a problem thousands of miles from help. When you step onto a plane, you're not just buying a ticket from point A to point B, you're stepping into a carefully calculated journey built by science, strategy, and sky-high precision. So the next time your plane seems to take the long way around, just smile, sit back, and enjoy the ride. You're not going the wrong way. You're going the smart way. So the next time you fly and wonder why you aren't going straight across the ocean, remember? Planes don't just fly from place to place. They fly through a giant invisible maze, and they do it masterfully. So the next time you look at a flight map and wonder why the route looks like a strange curve, remember, it's not a mistake. It's math, physics, weather, and safety all working together. Pilots and airlines aren't avoiding the Pacific because it's mysterious or cursed. They're just doing what makes sense, in the sky. Flying isn't about going straight, it's about going smart. If this changed the way you look at flight paths, hit that like button and subscribe for more hidden truths about how the world really works. And tell us in the comments, what's the longest flight you've ever taken?